Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. So yeah, it's Thursday. Time for a Throwback Thursday. Gonna do things a little bit differently than the last couple weeks. We've been working on some Resident Evil HD for a bit. The only thing we really had left to do is maybe do another playthrough at Chris, but after doing about 4 or 5, I think it was about ready for a break. So I'm not going to necessarily say that Resident Evil is done, but we still have at least another one that has kind of been on the back burner for a while via Tomb Raider Remastered, just because after some frustrations with 2, it was time to set that one aside. So I figured maybe it's a good time to bring this one back. Not to mention, I'm still waiting on the physical edition for the next Remastered, which includes 4, 5, and 6, which might be around fall sometime. So maybe at a casual pace, might be able to get Tomb Raider 3 knocked out. I know the next order of business would probably be Tomb Raider 2's DLC or I don't know if you called DLC back in the day, but it's add-on Golden Mask. But we'll circle back to that. I want to take a look at Tomb Raider 3 tonight. So yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot of random or shooting from the hip here for a few minutes. I usually have my intro monologue, which is probably gonna get scrapped at this point because I got a lot of thinking to do, or at least wait till inspiration strikes or something. Now, normally I don't operate under such a mode, but there's just been a lot going on over the last few weeks. I guess not from a life event standpoint, but just like an internal musing, trying to figure out what priorities are going to be. Um, so let me cover a couple things. So I didn't write notes down tonight, but I know we have a new follow on Pilled, so thank you very much for that. Greatly appreciated. Glad to have you. Also, in the process of perusing Odysee, I noticed, man, I think one of our Steel Seed videos got over 50 views already. So, thanks for those who've been still checking stuff out. It's not something I can actively keep up, seeing what's doing what. I mean, I see most of the recent stuff or things that have been most recent, like on YouTube and Twitch, and so I see those kind of numbers, and those just kind of typically average. But it is neat to see that people have been checking out some of the older stuff more in full over on Odyssey, at least. So, thank you for doing that. Greatly appreciated. Um, so I guess kind of what's going on. This is a little bit more of a reflection of the journey. So this may seem a little bit dramatic. I mean, that's not my intent. I mean, this is more or less to reflect on things that go into a business process. So this may be of interest to any of you who have contemplated any of these things, or maybe not taken certain things into account. But yeah, there's been a lot to chew on, and I guess in case anybody's unaware, we've been doing the Rec Room for about over 2 years now, and it's kind of reached a plateau. And on top of that, there's been other things going on like art and craft shows and comic cons and things like that. On top of all the other creative production, so the Rec Room technically wouldn't have started if not for me getting booted from my career field and then scrambling to try to find alternatives for income. So I've kind of been under this mindset for the last couple years that it has been on me to figure out what to do next and try to figure out what it needs to be done to succeed. I've essentially reached the exhaustion point of having anything else to try on my part anymore to make a go of independent stuff. And after 2 years, usually you would think like, okay, you see some progress, because even people who operate maybe in a self-employment space or independent, usually they'll take on contracts, freelance work, and that kind of stuff. Eventually, you would start to see an uptick. You would hope in your business. Now, when you're independent, obviously things are slow, and it's really on you to push and to hustle and all that to build a business base and things like that. Things here are a little bit different because there's other projects that are kind of the foundation that everything else is built on, and other things are either supplemental or secondary, I guess, to that. I mean, the stream itself, although for some people, streaming has been a viable source of income. The question, the rhetorical question, I guess, is like for how long, and who makes it and who doesn't. Because I'm sure for every one that does well, there's probably that many more who've probably given up. So I'd say it's reached the point from a monetary standpoint where streaming has just proven itself to be not viable. And we've put a lot of time in. I mean, we're talking like 1,000 hours. I mean, over the course of 2 years, so that's 500 hours a year. I mean, there's not many people out there that would work for an employer for that long, and with talking maybe pennies in return. So then it comes back to the question. So what? I guess what is the purpose? I mean, now ultimately the purpose of the Rec Room and other streams has just been to keep eyes and build a community around other things going on. And with those projects taking a long time, it's not easy to show visual results and things like that. And then shows are part of that, but shows right now are limited to current location locally, and it takes a lot of resources to get to the larger ones until that becomes a real thing as well. So we're really kind of limited on the audience building capacity here. I've contemplated, and I've had other people recommend, certain things like really work in social media. I've looked at some of the other things that are available from streaming that's to see some of the things that are popular. One of those is doing a just chatting stream. And honestly, I mean, that seems okay, but honestly, I'm not sure how much I have to talk about, to justify, a couple hours worth of chatting. I mean, maybe it would be a thing if there was more on the creative side to talk about. Another element is doing creative streams. Well, that requires a whole different technical setup, trying to get another computer. And if I were to work on, like, say, Blender and 3D stuff, I mean, some of that's kind of hodgepodge. So I usually work best when it's not, from a distraction standpoint. So that hasn't really played itself out. Another thing that I know, like, some of the platforms even recommend is, well, you should stream at a minimum of 2 hours. Well, if we're talking about streaming 4 to 6 hours a day, that's cutting into project time for other things. So it's really reached, the end of things to be tried. And I know it doesn't help in the sense that most of my personal preferences are games that are not necessarily high profile. Some people who have found themselves in a certain lane um, might be playing a AAA title all the time. And while they're working on that AAA title, they may find themselves like, well, man, if I go to another title, I'm going to lose my audience. Well, we bounce around quite a bit, and the thing is, the games we're bouncing around don't have high followings, or they're older. So the thing is, it's not like you can really get a whole lot of traction. So a lot of people have joined us, over the last couple of years, but I don't really have a way of knowing, what has brought people in, and there hasn't been a whole lot of community feedback either. So I don't know if people want to see more of a particular title. Maybe I could adjust that a little bit. I know one of our regulars has mentioned wanting me to get back to a couple things, but it's just been a more of a schedule of priority. So I would like to do it, keep doing a variety of things rather than get stuck in a particular lane. But I don't know what else to do. So I guess what's kind of happened also with shows being challenging, and I don't mean this live streaming show, I'm talking about the actual physical events. Those have had a monetary cost attached to them, to which I've not yet, broken even at most of them unless they've had little or no registration cost. So I've kind of reached this, throw my hands up in the air and say, well, if everything is of the same monetary value, meaning making no return, it kind of boils down to, well, then I might as well just do whatever I want or do what I'm most obligated to. And for the most part, there's only two projects I'm on the hook for. One is the writing. That's got to get done because that is the greatest foundation for everything going on here. And the second is really just our Patreon content. So because there are people who have been very faithful in contributing and helping out. So I feel obligated to keep that going as well. And even the Patreon thing has its challenges because it's a completely different creative shift. And I owe thanks to Joe Palazzolo for sending me a link a few weeks back, because he shared something about a guy who was trying to help comic illustrators. Like, hey, how do you find time to do all this with a busy schedule? One thing he mentioned about breaking up tasks into different chunks, and he said when you switch creative gears, you lose up to 40% of productivity. And I'm like, kind of like the clue light went on, that was not something I considered. I felt it internally, but I didn't know what the problem was. So that may relate to any of you who might be working on a home project, the workspace, or maybe doing something of similar creative design, that when you go from one task to the other, it's not easy to switch. And I did experience that even in the workplace, because I'll be, paying attention to writing code, and then if like a manager or owner says, like, I need you to shift gears and switch projects, that whole mental is like, downshifting or trying to slam your car in reverse while you're on the freeway. There are mental drawbacks and consequences to that. And I go through some of that on a daily basis. The thing I want to be working on all the time, or at least most of the time, is like 3D models and rendering and pop culture stuff. That's what I enjoy the most. But at the same time, I have the greatest obligation to getting writing done. And that is, from a creative standpoint, very exhausting. I like the end result, but I'm not always necessarily crazy about the process. So then throw in the audio. It's a lot to be shifting gears like that. So I've mentioned in the past, there's a lot of plates spinning, And for those that know what that act looks like, if somebody's not doing that efficiently, then you've got plates falling off the pencils they're spinning on and breaking. So I think what might need to happen here is that I need to just stop some of the plates, rather than let them fall over and break, just literally stop some of them. So I guess it doesn't really mean I'm going to stop any of the projects that are going on, but it really is going to hopefully free up some mental stuff from a process standpoint of like not treating everything of like, okay, well, I've got to push really hard to make this make money. I've got to push really hard to get this to make money. Because essentially, like I said, everything has been flat. So up until this point, it has been by the grace of God that I'm still able to work on this independently for the time, and just doing some number crunching. There's this kind of the scale balance that's going on, and I was reaching this point of like, okay, time's running out here, for resources. But if I do the math on how much I have left to do for the next book, it might break even, or I might be able to get the book done within that next period of time. So I guess what that means is I need to really double down, if anything, on that foundational element. And I've mentioned there are 4 books in the Firewall Protocol saga, and 3 and 4 are not written yet. 2 is written, but I'm going through the editing. So technically, with human nature, the idea is, well, like, okay, what do I do next? Yeah, I've got, the 3rd book. How am I going to pay for my, like, that could be 6 to 8 months away. I need to not worry about what's going on. Because if technically God has provided for the resources up until this point, I got to trust that, that's going to happen, for the next set, even if that means returning to an employment situation, there's highly greater possibility that that employment situation could lead to something more in the creative field than going back to what I was doing. So it's a giant unknown, and I'm sure everybody's experienced those kind of things at one point in time, but at the same time, a lot has to deal with persistence. So I don't take a negative approach to what's going on. It's just, I mean, for those who've been watching regularly and seeing that there's been some fluctuation in schedule lately, it's been tough trying to figure out what the motivation is. I mean, I'm still enjoying the gaming and still playing and still interacting, but when there hasn't been a lot of feedback and community stuff, it's just like, oh, it is like going to work. You gotta, do the stuff that, you're not always as enthusiastic about. So I don't know. I'm trying to, I guess move some things around, rearrange them a little bit, figure out what's going to work best. Because again, priorities got to be the stuff during the day, and then by the time the evening rolls around, we'll figure out what can hopefully still keep things interesting and hopefully keep us on the upward climb. Because businesses typically fail either in the first year or then the next, somewhere between the 2 through 5, and we've been at this 2 years, and I don't really want to in any way diminish this, but I just there's got to be something from an exploration standpoint. And I'm not somebody who's going to spend the time working social media. I mean, one thing you can take to the bank is that I do always emphasize a quality over quantity approach. And I got to thinking with everybody who's talking about, well, you got to do social media, or you gotta be on there so much so people can find you. Do you realize that is part of the problem? Do you realize when people are constantly pushing out content because they have to, the question is, what is the quality of that content? If somebody's told they need to fight the algorithm by putting out one video every day, that's 30 videos a month. And the question is, are they all good? I mean, a lot of people may not think like, oh, it doesn't really matter. The point is the algorithm works. Yeah, but that's then the problem, is because people are flooding the system with all kinds of content that is irrelevant, and therefore the algorithm does have to work harder to find your content. If you think about it, when a new trailer releases for something, whether that be a game or movie, how many people do you see that like will immediately take the trailer, stamp their watermark on it, re-upload it because they need to get clicks? I mean, so if anything, I'm just saying I don't want to play this game of trying to fit in with the way the algorithm works. The alternative to that is just time, and uh, because this is something I care about doing both from the promotional standpoint, from the world building standpoint. It's not like this is going anywhere. I've already put 20 years into this kind of content, at least on the writing side. So the thing is, why would I think it's going to go anywhere? There doesn't really need to be a rush. I mean, the bigger rain cloud has been the rush to try to discover monetary viability prior to resources running out. Well, I'm just going to kick that to the curb, and I'm going to stay focused, and we'll see what happens. So. And speaking of a couple interesting things that have happened, so Twitch was one of those ones that was looking to be potentially viable, but then they cut all of their metrics except for the one that we're struggling with most. And if anything, it's not necessarily an advantage because suddenly everybody who's been hanging out with you for a while and not watching, having to watch ads, now suddenly they have to watch ads. So it's not really a benefit to suddenly like reach that threshold from an audience standpoint. Also, one that's been struggling for a while has been Odysee, and I really hadn't seen any news, but I just noticed something today that Odysee is finally getting rid of their library blockchain. Now, that's kind of been not very useful for quite some time. If anything, though, I can say I appreciate that the library and the amount of credit you have has helped us keep our videos in the top trending section on Odysee for quite some time, and that's been super helpful. But now that that goes away, I don't know what's next. But here's the challenge: they have switched to now switching to a new blockchain technology that comes with all the shenanigans that are part of the blockchain situation of having to create a wallet and micromanage that. That was something even though I don't consider myself old, the point is, it's like when I tried interacting with that, it's a headache, and I feel like some of that stuff is not user friendly. So I don't know if even Odyssee's new methods are going to necessarily make themselves any more viable. But if I start to take the mindset of like, okay, we're going to do this no matter what, who cares whether it's viable or not? That just might be a bonus if something pops up later. But in the meantime, we are going to continue trucking along. Um, so that's pretty much it. So just wanted to share any of the creative insights that go into this process. I mean, I've encountered a couple people already through shows who've been doing independent things, and I know a lot of them are probably still working on the side while trying to get the business up and running. I just know in my case that has proven difficult over the last 2 decades because, if you do a mentally taxing thing, it does not leave much left for creativity. So if anything, if anybody wants to do something creative, I'd recommend almost having a mindless job if you can find one, because that way you can do it in parallel until you are ready to get your project up and running so it's independent. Um, so there's that. So yeah, as far as what's been going on around here the last couple of days, I know we didn't do Wildcard Wednesday because again, part of this whole mental battle of optimizing things. But up until this point, we took June off in the sense for working on audio and fixes. So this will probably be new since the last time I did an episode that we are now officially have a polished version on Amazon for the book. I found a lot of typos. Now the hard copy is updated. I have not updated the Kindle yet. We haven't had a Kindle sale since release, so I mean it's at least interesting to see that people have preferred hard copies in terms of purchases. So it's not to say there hasn't been any sales. It's just if anything, people have preferred hard copy over Kindle. So I'll work on that at some point. I just had an emphasis on trying to get the hard copy updated before our local author sale, which is the end of July. Also, so I meant was the thing I was going to say. Prior to that June break, I was trying to get at least 3 or 4 pages revised on book 2. I'm going to try amping that up. It would be good if I could get in the ballpark of 5 to 10 a day, because with another 400 pages still to go, that means maybe I could get done with a revision in 2 to 3 months, work on building the new stuff and reviewing. So that way it could make getting book 2 potentially done by the end of the year a reality. We'll see. So shows are still going to continue on, but also I'm not going to, strive to the point of trying to kill myself of having a show or 2 shows every weekend. I'm going to stick to the 2 or 3 unless something really enticing pops up. So we do have a show this weekend, which will be June 28th. That will be at the Collectors Arena for an indoor flea market in Chesterfield, Michigan. That is also still listed on our Linktree account. That's usually the best way to track if you want the information, like Facebook links or things like that. So that's pretty much it project-wise. Like I said, there's not usually anything glamorous on a day-to-day basis, what's going on with that. So that, I'm sure, is another thing that doesn't make, much for an audience draw, unless you're already kind of aware of the projects that have gone on or seen some of the art prints or picked up a copy of the book. So pop culture. Oh, before I get to pop culture, because actually I really don't have anything for pop culture. I got an email today. So Matt Bush had just updated backers a couple days ago saying it wasn't sure when the Blu-ray and the DVD are coming out. And then he found out from the distributor that apparently the Blu-ray and DVDs for Aladdin 3477 are going to be available July 15th. So the Kickstarter backers are going to get a little bit delayed in a sense. I mean, they've already been delayed quite a bit because he's waiting on the Blu-ray, but he doesn't have any access to an earlier time frame to get those out to the backers sooner. But the good thing is there is a hard fixed date for that. The distributor finally got that all set up. So if you haven't already checked out Aladdin 3477 on streaming, physical copies are coming out soon. So one thing I would like to do, if possible, get my hands on a couple copies to have at shows and things like that. So that would be kind of cool. So thanks for bearing with me. I know it's a lot, but if I were to get into a just chatting session, this would be more what it's like. I know a lot of people here for, if they're going to come in for gaming, it's I guess, kind of tough to do both sides of the fence of the creative side and not having a whole lot visually, but also trying to do the gaming, but then not being able to do as much of the creative stuff, which is really, the bulk of what's going on behind the scenes. So yeah, here we go. Tomb Raider 3. So yeah, after the ridiculousness of Tomb Raider 2, of me not being able to figure out how to proceed, because I didn't know that I needed to swan dive in one exact location, and that was the only way to proceed. I got frustrated, but we ended up finishing Tomb Raider 2 at least. So yeah, we're gonna punt on doing the DLC for the add-on for that one yet, and I've never played Tomb Raider 3 before, so Tomb Raider 1 and then Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld are the only Tomb Raiders I've played. I would like to see them do a remaster or a collection of those three as well, hopefully, so maybe these did well enough that Crystal Dynamics, which is not necessarily the most sane company in the world, see if they'll do that, but you never know. Apparently everybody's jumping on the nostalgia bandwagon these days. But yeah, we're on episode 24, which I called Journey Junk, so a lot of that has to do with my diatribe there. But yeah, starting a new journey here with Tomb Raider 3. And just fingers crossed, we'll see, as long as they don't have any technical issues here. We'll see what kind of progress I can make on this. So yep, left off with Tomb Raider 2. And here we go, number 3. So I could jump to Lara's home. I don't know if I want to do the training first. Makes me wonder after that whole swan dive debacle. So I'm thinking we'll skip that. No extras yet, of course, because you always got to play through it first to get the costume unlocks. So each one of these has one DLC add-on, so yeah, we may have to bounce around a little bit. Oh boy, meteor through space, huh? This better not be some dinosaur time period, or at least on the evolutionary scale. It's like some Mesozoic swamp. Oh no, not the wildlife. Later, Gator. Antarctica, okay. It's Lara, some other rando team.
I've been yelling myself hoarse on this radio every day. It's just the weather dumps on us frequently here, and maybe my transmission doesn't get through. I don't know. I can't understand one word of what you say, Willard. It's all going swell, sir.
Yep, until you run into that.
Get the bit up. Get it out.
Day after tomorrow. Break the ice shelf off.
Turn it
Oh no!
off. Hey, switch it off.
He's dead. Oh wait, it's not rated R. We've hit a vein of adamantium.
Think you better come and check out Site 2. What about this?
Blow through it. Find more meteorite.
Ha, nah, something a little younger than that.
Oh no! Billy! I don't want you to set that explosive, do you hear me? I do not want you to set that explosive! Wretched pyros.
Well, we found more Easter Island stuff in Antarctica. Brilliant. Kind of, again, historically, Antarctica wasn't always ice, but everybody wants to make it sound like it was seeded by aliens. Circa, like, Alien versus Predator 2004. Like, hey, we got a temple that predates all... Or not temple, but pyramid. Predates all of them. Alright, interesting. So Lara's got the gradient health bar again. I don't know that she looks all that different from her Tomb Raider 2 counterpart. Got some pretty tall blades of grass there. I gotta figure out if I can know how to play this again. Okay, that looks like a steep slope down there. That's also steep. Oh, we're done. There, down we go. Can I jump onto that? That's spikes. Why do we get spikes so early? People just randomly leave. That's not good. Why is it blown up? Oh, wait, what the... Where did that come from? Like, I heard it rumble. I mean, that's why the screen was shaking. Just, like, turn around, there's a boulder. That's a great start. Perhaps I should save. Get used to that all over again. Down. There we go. Oh, and now I'm going backwards. Good times. Okay, we have reached the bottom. What is that? See, I'd be inclined to look at those leaves and be like, hey, can I jump on those? Even though it's like, it's leaves, bro. Okay, I guess we'll go this way first. Like, is this a collectible or a hostile, like, alien artifact? What did I pick up? Lara, don't put that in your mouth. What's going on here? So it was not a secret. It is a crystal. What I need crystals for, I don't know. Oh, that's... You kidding me? That's swamp? Oh, it's... No, it's quicksand. Great. Oh, fantastic. I'm like, that looks like terrain. That doesn't look like water. Well, I guess there's a reason for that. Like, are you kidding me? I can't go further that way, can I? It won't let me swim either. I'm gonna die right here. Yep. Good times. I'm dead. And there goes my health. You can't jump or anything. Wow, that's amazing. Jungle 1. Okay, let's not go backwards this time. Thank you for switching the camera angle. Okay, crystal... Nope, crystal's still there. Nope, that's a sharp angle. That's grass. There's terrain over there. Oop, there's stuff underneath me. Oh, what's down here? Oh, fantastic. Nothing that I can get to yet. Oh, here we go. I'll learn how to walk all over again. Okay. Let's not touch the quicksand. Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, and I am now in the quicksand. I can't roll. I can't get... Come on! Oh, am I gonna have to go back to the tutorial? Am I still sinking? If I stand still? Ouch. Okay, there we go. So I have to hit the right trigger in order to do that. Nope. Okay. Alright. Oh, we can go up there. Alright. Times lost in quicksand, 2. Oh, look. The bots have found us. There we go. Let's see what this gets us. What? It's too early for a secret. Are they? Oh, they do away with the threefold dragons this time. I can't see. Alright, is this quicksand? No. Alright, let's try jumping up here. Looks a little high. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I don't like these leaf canopies. Kind of like obstructing the camera. Alright, was there one up here? Nothing there. Health pack here. Nope, that was the shotgun one. Oh, no, it's not health pack. It's flares. My favorite. What's this? Grenades? Kind of look like grenades. What does this do for us? Not a whole lot. Okay, so a secret that got us flares, grenades, and something else. Alright, let's try jumping on... Oops, I'm gonna try jumping on leaves here. About to find out. Nope. Okay, so we got a ledge over there. Problem is, nope, there's the difference between... So you got one tile that's the quicksand, the other one that's not. You gotta look for the one that's moving. I'm guessing it only gets deeper. Would I have to get a running start? But I don't see anywhere to get to. That ledge is gonna kick you right back into that mess. Let's try going up here. Alright, so now we know there's something down this way. Try this. As long as I don't land on spikes inside the grass. Ugh, okay, that doesn't help me any. Alright, now's a good time for them to send something at me that wants to kill me. Like a monkey or a tiger. Perhaps a yeti. Whole basket of snakes. Oh, look. A monkey. Yeah, he wanted to kill me. Called that one. He wasn't packing, though. No bullets from him. A switch. Okay, let's save before seeing what the switch does. There we go again. We'll screen it all up. Oh, seriously? Is there a way back up there from here is the question. Looks like it. Well, at least it doesn't appear to be timed. Oh, fantastic. Gotta go. Okay. Huh, doesn't come back this way, though. You never know with these things. Oh, my favorite, zip lines. Alright, did that really do anything for us? It's water. Oh, boy. If I had to guess, those might be piranhas. Perhaps I should not go in the water? Alright, you know what? I need to find out. We need to test this theory. Here they come. Oh, I'm sucked down this way. Where's this taking me? Can I get out of here? Oh, what's this? I have to do that zip line all over again. Kinda. Oh, that's... Yep. Oh, I gotta do it all over again. Okay, so I can't... Hmm. Alright, so I gotta go back up and figure out how to do the zip line again. So the switch must somehow... Oh, no! I think I could hit this switch all over again. Okay, so in other words, don't mess that up. Gotta open the door. I'll run past the spikes, get the zip line. I was gonna see if it showed the spiked wall going back the other way. Oh, nice job there, Lara. So it'll close once you get in there. It still stayed put there. Okay, so yep, they reset that at least. Okay, now that we know, don't go in the water. Even though it's not piranhas, different issue. Nice job, Lara. Okay, obviously you can't do it from there. Guess we need a running start. Gonna have to jump. Oh, tigers again. Bad kitty. No, I don't want that. Does that do anything for me or not? So it looks like there's a little side thing there, but that would almost put you right where the tunnel is where you came out. Like that. See? Need Uzi for Uzi clips. Can I climb the mushrooms? Up. Oh, that was nice. Time for another tiger. Or a monkey. Alright, we got some stuff. And there's a door there. And a boulder. Good times. So, question is, will this block that door? It might. Let me explore over here first. Always go the opposite of the way you have to go if you want to find everything. Okay. I guess the sun was a little deceptive. Nothing to see over here. Anybody leave a couple Uzis laying around the middle of the jungle? Alright, so let's go try the switch here. Of course. Oh, but I'm gonna get stuck on this side. Maybe not. Okay. Did that open the door, though? No, just brought out a monkey. He's just a widow guy. Ah, okay. Are there any vines that grow like Mario? The door. Oh. Who's growling at me? I'm seeing things. I'm hearing things. More flares? What do I need flares for? Doesn't Lara have the eye of the tiger or the Khajiit? See in the dark? Okay, so this looks like our water area again. But again, the current likely to dump us out there. So it seems like we might want to get that way. But if the current takes us, maybe not. Oh, another zip line. Okay, so we're going to have to go up and get the zip line up there somehow. Okay, let's save progress. Oh, what's this? Nothing. Yeah. Oh, nah, tiger. Maybe he's the guy I saw before. Alright. Oops. Cut all the plants down in the process. Okay. Okay. He was able to run up and down there. We have to deal with some natives or something here. Wall of shrubs, huh? Really? Am I really stuck up here? Oh, that's interesting. Gotta figure out a backflip. Usually practicing on the fly, not a good idea. More mushrooms. Shotgun shells. Monkey. Alright, stand by for a second. I'm going to try to increase the brightness here. I haven't had to do this in a while. Oops, not that. That just washes it out. Darker. Ah, nothing helps. Okay, I guess it's a little dark there. Come on out, monkey. Might as well check if mushrooms are scalable. Doesn't look like it, but I tried. Nothing there. Can I... Oh, no. Tell me I don't have to, Oh, maybe I go over. There we go. Oh, no. I have to go back to the tutorial, figure out how to crawl. Okay, grief. No ledge to grab there. Probably gonna have to go hit the tutorial. So I don't know. Well, you know what? How about I check the controls first? Nope, nothing. Man. Okay, so much for skipping the tutorial. I don't know what else I'd be able to do from... Oh, you know what? One other thing. Let me try jumping off this first. What if I do this? Yep. So you can't dive under there. Alright. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Fantastic. Butler's looking a little hunched over. Hey, Saeed, stopping in. EMP, he's asking what does EMPWR mean. So, EMP is for the brand, which is Enforcer Media Productions, and WR stands for Rec Room. I wanted to make sure people could still see the game title and everything. So, how you doing tonight? Or whichever time zone it is for you. It's almost night here, so. Alright, so we got to switch. Oh, we're back to her mansion, kind of like before, except a different location. So,
welcome back to my humble abode.
Yes.
Feel free to take a look around.
I might do that. You doing well? Cool. Have you played any of the Tomb Raider Remastered? Or are you just browsing? No, she doesn't have her guns yet. That's not open. Okay. Oh, he's waddling around. Yeah, doing well here. So you have played them? Okay. Yeah, this is my first time through number 3, so I'm kind of aimlessly wandering here. I already... Tomb Raider 3, any percentage. Okay. So he just waddles around with the T? Okay. Well, what if I do this? It's gonna set the alarm off? Oh, that opened the door. Perhaps I should try the other switch to do that. Oh, speedrun. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, I am not a competent speedrun kind of person. It sounds like you've got the game reasonably mastered then. Is he gonna actually walk all the way out here? Is there, like, no, training thing like there was in the first one? Wow, perhaps I should not open the door. He might have Alzheimer's and get a little lost here. Alright, so let's go see if she's got her training course in here.
Let's go into the gym.
Yes, let's.
Those of you who've been here before may notice I don't actually run everywhere. When I want to be careful, I walk.
Like this?
Hold down the walk button and walk to the white line.
Alright, yeah, we got that.
With the walk button down, I won't fall off.
Correct.
Even if you try to make me. Go on, try. If a jump is too far for me, I can grab the ledge and save myself. Press forward and I'll climb up.
Well, duh. Alright, so that's 2, 3, 4.
If I do a running jump, I can make a jump like that, no problem. Walk to the edge with the white line until I stop. Then let go of walk and tap backwards to give me a run up. Press forward and almost immediately press and hold the jump button.
Did I finish Tomb Raider 1 and 2? I did, minus the golden mask. I got pretty frustrated with 2. I got stuck a couple times.
This is a huge jump. So do a running jump exactly as before. Except while I'm in the air, press and hold the action button to make me grab the ledge.
Well, that's not anything new. Oh, there we go. Okay, so. Trying to follow the numbers here. Yes, I did use the new controls. I mean, I did play the original with, you know, I'm sure tank controls on Saturn back in the day, and I'm not that nostalgic for the old controls, so.
Try to vault up here. Press forward and hold action. I can't climb up because the gap is too small. But press right, and I'll shimmy sideways until there is room.
Okay.
Then press forward. Well done. If there's a long drop and I don't want to hurt myself jumping off, I can let myself down carefully. Tap backwards, and I'll jump off backwards. Immediately press and hold the action button, and I'll grab the ledge on the way down. Then let go.
Oh, this looks new. Okay, not too complicated there. Oh, is that a zipline I'm supposed to take, or is that just holding this out? It's probably just holding it up. Oh, that was cutting a little close. Okay, so what was... Bonk. What's number 6 all about here? Oh, this is what I need. This is the crawling section. Okay, now. Oh, she's not doing the... She's telling me about the backflip. Is it going to throw me off because I didn't do the backflip one? See, it seems like this is what I need to know how to do to walk, or crouch. But the actual context wouldn't be from a ledge. See, oh, yes, well, she does it automatically. I don't have that as an option, though. Oh, good grief. No, I don't even... Oh. Oh, there it is. It's L1. Okay, I didn't try L1, did I? Okay, that's what I was missing. L1 to crouch. There we go. Okay. Stop. Stop crawling around. You gotta hold it. Okay, okay. You say I can see the control settings. Well, I looked at the controls and it's not showing. See, it didn't show what the configuration is though. That's what messed me up. This is only changing tank, and this is not showing the actual controller layout unless I'm supposed to be somewhere else. All right, so let me let's see here. Go exit to title. Unless it shows it from the main menu. Let's see here. No, this doesn't show it either. That's what threw me off. Is like I got to figure out how to crouch the hard way. All right, back to the jungle. Change second one. Okay. Let's see what that does. Oh, there we go. Okay. Like, I was expecting something like to actually show the layout. Man, it's spoiled by modern UI, I guess. Okay, so run, back, left, walk, action, weapon, look, roll, duck. That's what I would have needed to do. Okay. Oh, dash. Did she have that before? Secondary. What's secondary? Guess I don't know what secondary is. Ah, so she can... oh! Whoa! Dashing uses health? What kind of weirdness is that? That's bizarre. It's the map, the keys. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Glad somebody knows how this thing works, because I sure don't. Okay, we can now proceed, now that I have figured out how to crawl like a toddler. There we go. Okay. Apparently the monkey didn't want to tell me how to crawl. Ooh, another crystal. I don't know what these do. Number 2. Oh, look, tiger. Alright. I can change the in-game plus if you have Steam. You can change... Oh, you can change in-game plus if you have Steam, you can change more. Because probably, yeah, because the PC would allow you to switch the keys around. Yeah, I'm working from the PS4 here. I mean, I haven't had a problem with the control layout. It's just because it wasn't a feature in 1 and 2. I just didn't know what the command was. Alright, so we got a ledge there. Not much else. We'll see what this does. Oh, that's interesting. Nope. Swing and a miss. Oh, boy. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is 100% amateur hour. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. That looks more like the assault rifle one. Okay. I may need to use my small health. Let's actually do that. Alright, so shotguns are a thing. MP5, that's interesting. So still got grenades, 2 health packs. Oh, we got plenty of those. Might as well use one. Yeah, I had a tougher time with the health in 2 than 1. Okay, do I want to go that way, or do I want to go that way? That's guaranteed fall. Oh, wait, no, that's where I came from. Never mind. Answers that question. Another monkey. Oh, another crystal up there, huh? Oh, I do not want to fall down that way. do not want to try landing on the mushrooms. Okay, there we go. What? What's down there? That's more ammo. Alright, can she do this from here? She can, okay. The person who created the new controls needs more work on it. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so that's a secret, huh? I mean, it's much better than it was. I mean, when you speedrun, do you use the tank or the modern? I heard there was like debate over which one to use from some people doing speedrunning, but I don't know the pros and cons and the ups and downs stuff. Alright, so am I forced to go down there at this point? Oh, brilliant. I hope I was done up there. There we go. You use tank and you do it in 42 to 43 minutes. Wow. So how does number 3? Let's see. So, I'm trying to think. Which one were you talking about? So you do that for 3? And how does this one compare to Tomb Raider 2? Because I think I saw somebody. I felt like the Tomb Raider 2 time was like what, like 12, 13 minutes, or am I imagining things? Ouch. Oh no, I'm gonna die from clumsiness. Yeah, oh, it was Tomb Raider 3? Okay. Okay, if that's supposed to be open, I think I'm missing something. Alright, there's a door of some kind. Alright. Uh-huh. Right. Maybe it's not a door. Okay. Can I get back up top, or am I stuck down here without any kind of door switch or whatever? Huh. Speedrun, it's the fast... Glitched any percentage. Speedrun, it's the fast way to finish it. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. What does this do? Oh, we're gonna need flares here. Alright. And there's spikes. Good times. Right. And flares for the first time. This controls fast for glitchless gotcha. Oh, is this... Better not be, quicksand again. Okay, so it's not hurting me by walking through it. Good. If I jump and try to get out of here... Let's go this way. Yep, that still hurts. Okay. Well, those don't last as long as the first one. Or, wait a minute. Oh, is the torch in Oblivion? Oblivion actually went right to the next torch. So this one seemed like that didn't last nearly as long as Tomb Raider 2's. Normal play, yes, but this is fast but hard too. Okay. How am I seeing Tomb Raider 3? Do you mean like how do I like it, or I don't know. I mean, since this is the first level, it's a little early. I mean, I had a tougher time with number 2 off the start, so far it's okay. Oh, that put me right back here? Wasn't expecting that. Oh. Okay, so is this to get back around there again? Let's see here. Let's crawl around, play in the dirt some more. Get up, Lara. Get up. Yeah, that walk part's probably the most clunky thing so far. Okay, so I didn't completely finish looking around up here. I don't know if there is anything like a switch, but... Okay. Oh, yeah, see, there's an opening up here. This just might put me back out there anyway. Oh, nope, there's more. Oh, so you find these controls harder than tank. Yeah. You got to go with what you're used to. I'm the same way when it comes to Resident Evil. Just I can't go back to tank controls. And a monkey. What am I... Yes, I know the monkey's up there. You don't need to force the camera on me. I'd rather watch where I'm going than watching where I'm not yet. Alright, so that brought me all the way around here. Med pack for the spikes. Alright, let's just hope this monkey doesn't gnaw my fingers off. It's like, ooh, a snack. Sausages. I'm gonna take a deuce. Here, monkey. Yeah, those things are lightweight, that's for sure. What's up here? Oh, just a ramp. That doesn't help me any. Alright, do I have reason to crawl under there? Doesn't seem like it. I don't want to chase the monkey down. Well, thanks for the good luck wishes. Appreciate it. Thanks for the tips with the controls and everything. I would have been fumbling with that for a bit. Alright, anything here? Nope. Switch? Nope. Another monkey. Nope, I didn't get him. Now I got him. Oh, yes, perfect. With a boulder right over my head. That sounds like a good time to activate a switch. Yikes. Am I supposed to run back out of here? Let's do it. Yep. There we go. Harpoons and a missile. Missile really hard to get. So I came in here just for a secret. Three out of 6. Look at the keys map again. There's more. Okay. Let's see here. So, run. So I know there was the double, the secondary. I didn't figure out the secondary yet. So the duck, the dash, secondary. That's the end of the list. So I guess I'm not sure which part. If there's anything you're looking for or going to suggest. Let's see anything else in there. Alright, so what did I... guess the question is, what did that switch do? Oh, sprint. Yeah, okay. So if I know Tomb Raider 3 have more than one or two, okay. No worries. I always appreciate learning from people who know more about the game than I do. No, it's greatly appreciated. Okay, so it looked like there was a spot to crawl. You can go back in there. Let's do it this way, if it'll let me. Oh, so there's a new tiger. Oh, and there's that. How do I get over there? Okay, she's stuck there. Okay, so I haven't been down here yet. Okay. Have I? It seemed like I have. El Tigre. Okay, so how do I get back up there to get that one? Maybe the door opens? Those doors open? Yep, the door opened. That's how he got in there. Okay, so let me try to get that crystal next. Let's see if this will work. No, too far. Oh, am I going to need a health pack, though? Nah, I'll be right. Oh, that was smart. Great. I'm going to have to run. Oh, there we go. I've got to get on that ledge. Okay. Genius. Okay, switch, boulder, this, run, shake the screen. Oh, right, running. Yeah, I guess I could have run. Oh, but hold on. What am I stuck on? That was weird. Oh. So yeah, the sprinting though, if it takes from the health, it's that one. There we go. Okay. But the health goes. Oh no, that's not her health bar. That is actually a different bar. Okay, so she's got a little bit more of an adrenaline bar. Okay, now it's starting to make a little bit more sense. Okay, so then I gotta hit the X button to get out of here. And then she just jumps off the edge. That almost seems like a brilliant idea. Alright, so sprinting. Oops, I'll run past the exit. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how do I get over to there. Hopefully she can make that from there. Yeah, she should be able to do that. No problem. Sprint. It is a sprint bar. Okay, thank you for confirming that. Yeah. Yeah, because they gave her a gradient health bar, I thought it was her health bar the first time I saw it. There we go. Okay, now we got progress here. Keep going. Keep going. Well, it's nice to see they haven't fixed the 90-degree camera angle issue. If you turn it too much, you won't keep going. Okay, there we go. Got to that. Now, how do I am supposed to get to that? Alright. This looks like I'm going to mess this up. Oh, you know what? Oh, I see. You got to shuffle. Oh, okay. Or not. But I need to not fall on the spikes. Like the... Tiger want a snack? Alright, so apparently I was able to make that jump. Okay. At the end. Crunch. Is this a new glitch? You talk about the screen. Well, the screen is because of me. Oh no. I keep hitting the wrong button. The camera thing is kind of something that's always been in there. I've noticed that the other ones did that if you can't. Ah. Alright, let me try this differently here. Got lucky the first time. Okay, let's do it this way. Alright, so how am I supposed to get down from here? Oh, I guess the same one. You know what? I'll run over that way. No, don't. Seriously? You can't go any further? There you go. There you go. Okay, there. That's what I wanted. Now, what I don't want to do here is fall off this. It's gonna... This is not gonna go well. Thank you, camera. Yikes. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. Actually, you know what? Should be able to go down this way. Preferably without falling on spikes. No, I didn't want to go in there. Lock on target, please. Alright, health pack. There we go. Can you make a clip? Absolutely, if you want to. Yeah, no. Show my aimless wandering around. Alright, let's see if I can... There we go. You want to send a link to comment here in the chat. Cool, thank you. Yeah. Okay, where are we going next? We are still in the jungle. No new weapons yet. What is going on here? Oh, monkey. Dead monkey. So that's where we went there. What the? That was wonky. That was like circus music for a boulder. Oh, cool. Thanks. Death glitch. All right. There's another one. Is this thing gonna keep tossing boulders at me or what? Nope, there's another one. How many boulders you got in here? Oh, there's spikes in there. Okay, that's fun. Alright, so let me see if I can pull this up here. See, this might lag out here. I want to see which part you clipped. Oh, basically, I think I just fell off the... I missed the... Oh. I think what happened... I probably jumped and hit the trigger to do the ledge grab, so I don't think it was a glitch. I think it was just me screwing stuff up. Alright, so I want to save before dropping down the hole with spikes in it. Yeah, I don't know if the game gets credit for that kind, but yeah, that's spikes. So if that's spikes, that means all right. Oh, I didn't hit the button. Impaled. Oh, I just realized I saw the passport. So we're in India. I didn't even know what jungle we were in. Okay, let's try that again, preferably with hitting the correct key this time. And the correct button. Oh, is she stuck on geometry here? Whoa, what just happened? Oh, the error through, or YouTube threw an error. That's probably because I was trying to stream stuff. The keyframes dropped. She can't, so she can't. Oh! That was not my fault that time. She was stuck and it didn't activate the ramp. Alright, so let me try jumping across, then I'll be backwards. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, well that was anticlimactic. Let's try that from here. Okay. Okay, what does this do for us? A secret. 4 out of 6. And a crystal. Okay. Yay, exciting. Okay. So how am I getting out of here without impaling myself? Save first. Ah! Just what I didn't want to happen. See if I... Okay, that's sort of what I want. Yep, there we go. Okay, we're out of here. Alright, nothing to see there. 3 boulders. Oh, it's down there. Looks like nothing. Bones. It's a surprisingly lengthy level for a intro one. Am I hearing running water or tiger legs? Oh, I'm hearing running water. Nose is itching. Okay, so it's raining. What we got upstream here? Sharp slope. Alright. Strong current. Alright, you have to go? Alright, well, thanks again for hanging out. So much appreciated. So, hopefully see you again. Alright, I am now in the water. What's in the water? It's rather quiet. The audio kind of drops off here. Whoa, hold on. Not going there just yet. There's a ledge up there. Okay. That's a bit steep. That also seems a bit steep. Ooh, you know what? That wouldn't surprise me if you can jump onto that, though. She's gonna need to be in an angle. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Outside my skill set. Oh, can you get there from there? Maybe you can. There we go. Okay, anything up that way? See anything? Oh, yeah, she should be able to make that. Okay, it doesn't do a whole lot for us unless it allows us to get up to here. There's a switch. Bingo! Alright, that one's... great. Forced camera angle change. Those always in my favor. Unless it's for the scenery. Okay. So if I miss... Oh, how am I supposed to... Oh, boy. I don't like that. I'll give it a try or two. Okay, so I made that. Oh, there we go. Alright, now what would the water have done for me? Alright, I see zipline. Are we ahead of where we were in the river before? This game is making Lara run around in a circle. Alright, let me check this first. And there's a switch here also. Okay. And a switch there. Okay. Cue the alligator. Or something. Alright, also, that guy's not on fire. Why is he not on fire? Where was that one at? Alright, so I came in from that one, I think. Actually, no, I can't even tell. Okay, came in through there. Okay, that's the one that opened, alright. So that may still open yet. No, this one opened. Where all these side places go? I'm getting lost. Alright, nothing here. I can tell. No switches blending into the wall. What is this? Something doesn't look right over here. Oh, you've seen the fire through the wall, that's what. Okay. Oh, another crystal, okay. Man, where did that other one go then? Now makes me wonder where the other one went. Great. Make sure there's nothing else here. So the one other door here does not open up yet. Wait a minute. No, I got two. So I got that one. So I got two different paths here. Oh, am I now trapped in here? No, I can't be. Oh, I might be trapped in here now. Ah, good grief. That's permanent. That's permanent. Okay. So I guess I'm not going back to the other one without reloading the save. Okay. Alright, what are we doing out here? Boss fight? Oh, more water. Wow. How am I getting up there? At least I haven't had to move any blocks yet. Just the alternate way in. Now, where am I? Back to the river again. See, I think the other thing was like another way in here. Zip line. Oh, so the zip line would have brought that down into this way? What? This one's certainly got me a little bit more confused on the otherwise linear nature that the others have adhered to. That should be 5. Yep. Except still need 2 more secrets. Well, those still look like ledges you can access. That's going to dump you back out in the water. Alright. Can't do anything unless you shimmy across that. Can I get up to there? Doesn't seems a bit out of reach. Look like caves and stuff. Yeah, that definitely looks like one back there. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that ledge has got to be accessible. I don't know how to get there though. That seems too tall. Yep. Oh goody, tiger just in time. 2 of them. Come on out. I was gonna say, you should be just about done. Alright, what about this one? This seems like it might be able to reach. There we go. Ah, there we go. Okay. Ah, no! Alright. So I can stand on part of the waterfall. Boo. Yeah, they built way too much geometry to there to... for me to not think there's not something to it. Alright, let's go down the water. I'm not distracted with that. Oh, maybe I can't go out yet, because... this might actually be the way out. Dive, knucklehead. Okay, yep, nothing there. That might be the way out, then. Okay, if that's the way out, let me go check the other door. Good thing you're back up there. Oh. Oh, interesting. So I have just raised the water level. And there's still a door over there that's not open yet. Alright, so now we got water. Does this do anything for me? That's still closed down there. Okay, now we get up to here. Okay. Aha! I was right. Oh, goody, the giant ladder. Oh. Hmm. Okay, at least it wasn't some crazy complicated method. Alright, do I want to go up that way first, or do I want to go this way first? That's probably the more obvious. Let me try this. Huh. Okay. No way. They're gonna let you out of the edge of the map? Too tall. Yep, I don't think so. Okay. Alright, so we got two ledges there. Our ledge here. Oh, another switch. Oh, they're not gonna tell me? How rude. I have to go back down there and see if the door opened. Oh, so this may do nothing then. Oh, but we got that one there. Okay. Gonna have to jump. Alright, this is the top of the level. That's not gonna do anything for you. Let's just see what... Oh, that's... No, never mind. Alright, wasn't as fancy as I thought. And there's a head injury. Okay, that opened the door. That seems like an end of a level. Maybe. Or not. Wow. And tiger waiting for me. Okay, so we got a ladder. And bullets. Or guns I have still not yet found. And shotgun shells. For a shotgun I have not found. Okay. Guess we're taking the ladder. What we got here? Oh, monkey. I was looking. Oh, he did have. So that's what I saw on the ground. I'm like, what is this, jewelry? Well, gee, that looks like a key of some kind for a lock we have not yet found. Top of the world. Oh, we are back to the quicksand. The question, are we on the other side of it, though? I think we're on the other side of it. I think that's where we started. Okay. Wow, this thing circles all the way back. See, this is like an exercise in futility. Like, hey, run all the way through the jungle just to find something that's right in the neighborhood. Come on, tiger. Alright, we're going in. We're committed. Sheesh. Alright, there's no switch in here. I hope this isn't a 2-key door or something. Oh, yeah. Alright, so still missed 2 secrets if this is the end. One of them could have been likely that area that I missed, but that's okay. Alright. Means that because I still was missing 1. Use the key. Collectible crystals. Open the door. Oh, goody. Quicksand. Alright. Wow. Who built their camp on quicksand?
Hello? Hello?
What? What do you want from me now?
Nothing that taxing. Are you alright?
Well, if you'd all stop, I might be just fine. Just 100%. Just go!
If you'd all stop, who are you talking about?
All you, hundreds of you, talking,
He's hearing voices.
shattering and breaking my brain up.
Well, I'm not quite sure where you're coming from, but I just want to know about the Inferno artifact. In the temple up there.
Voodoo magic and all, huh? I don't touch this stuff myself.
It's not voodoo.
Clearly
Look,
touched some other
is there
substance.
anyone else here with you?
Yeah, Randy and Rory.
Randy and Rory? Where? What are you all doing here?
Well, they're staying put in that temple. I told them not to. I warned them first. Not doing much now, I doubt, under half a ton of mudslide. Me. I'm leaving. Next bus out. This jungle has rooted enough rot into me. I'd offer the same advice to you, but you don't seem like the type to take it. To care if I said you're gonna die, man. Yeah, die.
He's a little punch drunk. One too many hits with a snake. Wow. Yeah, it says 1 hour, but that was like hour and 20. Only 5 pickups missed, so unless one of those 2 is a weapon. This is like an 80s family portrait from Kmart with a monkey silhouette. Alright, let me get a save going here, then I think we'll wrap, because, yeah, ain't no way into another level in 15 minutes of that size. Okie dokie. Oh. Let me do this. Do that. A meteor. Cataclysmic. Alright, well, that was productive. Yeah, I definitely was not expecting that first level to be so long, but, hey, at least got it. Got part of the stuff done. So thanks to Saeed for hanging out for a bit. Clearly got some expertise on this, and much appreciated some of the knowledge, making sure I know what to do with some of the controls and stuff. So... Also, thank you for the follow as well. So glad to have you. I will actually add as well. Right now before I forget. Cool. All right, so that'll do it for tonight. It is Thursday, so tomorrow's probably going to be pretty chill since we got the show on Saturday, the indoor flea market. So I don't think I'll have too much for news. I should be back on Sunday with some Steel Seed because yeah, we missed that this week, so I want to keep making progress on that one since that's the newest thing we got in rotation. But that'll do it for now. So stay tuned. Keep eyes on the Linktree account for any events and stuff, or keep track here on the stream. So that's it. Have a fantastic one. See you soon.